I'm going to be a little late entering this battle, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, have y'all not started the battle yet? Oh, there it goes. Oh, they're muted. T, can you say something?
Like what?
Perfect. I just wanted to make sure my audio was working. And just so you know, we are still commentating this. This is not a silent affair. This is how it was last time. Alright, Mr. Tenacity coming in strong with a 33% move that gives him Oki after a drive rush in order to terrorize the population once again. The reaction DI. Now, it has often been said by many that Xhef's Achilles heel are these DIs. And it seems like DI might be the end of Xhef here. Oh, very well timed lariat from Mr. Tenacity. You know, there's many cases where even some of the better DPs in the game can barely punish that move. But, you know, it seems like Xhef's lariat stacks right up there with him. This new buff to Zangief is truly something to behold. Oh, and a punish. And we have the reaction. Who knew a headbutt was actually cancelable for whatever reason? It seems like Xhef might be a little lost right now. You know, was kind of ran through these first 2 rounds. It doesn't seem like there's an answer here quite yet. But this is a first of 5. Adaptability is the name of the game. I think Xhef will do well if he just continues to space his normals. Yep. All right. You know, gets his move perfect parried. Can't really cancel into anything that would give him plus frames there. But and it seems like yep. And once again, Xhef refuses to hold back. Always. It seems to me that Xhef might do better if he decides to hold back on Wake Up. Maybe even jump every now and then. You know, an SPD is always way worse to eat than any Zangief combo. But we have Xhef, you know, attempting to bully and keep Xhef in the corner right here. And it seems like it's working, because even when there's these just gift wrapping 10 get out of jail free card in the corner there by DIing in an obvious way. Not the if it was EX, it would have beat it out. I mean, you know, Mr. Tenacity is gonna. I was going to say Mr. Tenacity is gonna have to spend a little bit to get this kill off, and he does. It seems like a relatively practiced combo for Mr. Tenacity.
And it is still anyone's game.
It still is. Remember, it's almost like a best of 3 set right now for Mr. Tenacity. He has to win 3 more times to win. So Xhef could have a mid-set realization and, you know, empty the mag, empty the cartridge. You know, it almost seems to me that Mr. Tenacity is getting clipped by a lot of these lows. If I were Xhef, that's what I would be doing right now. I couldn't even comment on what Tin should be doing because he is steamrolling these games. Doing everything right, it seems. Or actually, not even everything right, but just waiting for the moment where Xhef gifts him a huge punish. this is the Uncle's Cup. And well-known fact, winner of the Uncle's Cup receives an A1 amount of pride. So, it's something to fight for, indeed.
I hear next Uncle's Cup, the winner receives a free trip to the White House.
And we will all be very excited about that.
Very excited.
As we all know, this is not the first Uncle's Cup, and Mr. Tenacity, on a technicality, won the first Uncle's Cup. So, having a good showing against Mr. Tenacity would be wonderful. But
Unfortunately, it takes game 3.
it seems like
That does not mean it is the end.
it's.
It's a round robin bracket.
Oh, it is the end? That's it?
I thought it was first to 5.
Oh, was it?
Oh, 5.
Oh, I'm tripping. It was first to 5. My bad.
Mute your mics, boys. We're going back in.
And a bit of miscommunication.
You said best of
between
5, or-
players.
First to 5.
Oh.
Run it.
A bit of a miscommunication
Alright,
between the
right.
TOs.
Yeah, as we all know, these things happen. What's important is how you recover from them.
And as I said, it's still anyone's game.
And we're back in it. And once again,
And perfect KO.
Xhef just needs to be careful. Every interaction with Zangief, if you lose that interaction, you're eating about 30 to 40% if Tin does one of his 2-3 move combos. That is the essence of Geef, Wait for that opening. That opening might be hard to get, but once you're there, you're there. Not a cross-up aerial, so it fails to punish. But, regardless, we have Xhef planting his pressure.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty good job at it right now.
Yes. That overhead seemed to me like it might have been a failed Psycho Crusher, but regardless, that EX Psycho Crusher is pretty safe. And he plants another mine. Now, Xhef does not have to keep going for these EX Psycho Crushers. Even though it will lead to a lot of damage, a regular Psycho Crusher would do just fine and let him continue his plus frames. And then maybe he can be on par with Geef, who has plus frames without needing to plant anything.
And it also would help him to avoid burnouts. But
I
see
would-
Xhef
I would
sure
agree. Productive analysis, Tico. A wonderful bait from Xhef. And does a great meterless punish to seal out the round. And is just punishing these lariats. Wake up scissor kick. What a strong special to be able to do something like that. And a great whiff punish from Xhef. But it doesn't matter. Dealing 25% on a 3-hit combo with two lights. This is, Geef is in a playground right now. This was an incredible play.
and burns himself out. He gets hit by Xhef. Super.
This could be Chef's first win. And if it's Chef's first win, well... Oh! Wonderful!
Takes the game. As I said, it is still anybody's
It is still anybody's game. I wonder if that overhead, if it's teaching, Tin to, be a little more vigilant on defense here. Because Tin has continued to get clipped by these lows and these overheads, actually. It seems that Geef's damage is actually what ends up winning these matches for him. It is Geef's damage and a combination of some well-timed reactions.
Xhef just got put in the blender.
A little blender. That last light to edge out the round is just because, Chef's main problem in this game, it seems, is that when he wakes up and a character's close, he does anything but block. As we're seeing right now.
Counter. 10 gets burned out, but how much is it really going to matter?
We'll see. I mean, you can try to... I will say, Tin does not have any options right now. He has no supers, and if he tries to wake up SPD or do anything like that...
Xhef has him in stun. You see Xhef is making great use of 10 being in burnout. He's getting big punish, but unfortunately, he drops the combo late.
But I want to see more of that from Xhef. Going forward, I want to say that was wonderful pressure, genuinely great pressure from Xhef. Shows that he understands that one of Bison's main abilities in this game is to abuse somebody in burnout, especially with somebody with as little options as Zangief. A beautiful check from Xhef and a good mind placement. Had Zangief in the corner with really nothing else he could do. Xhef continues. Yeah, it seems to me that Xhef is, just trying to force a lot of this offense and not really caring about his drive meter. Unfortunately, what that does is it, once he's low on drive meter, he gets burnt out when he does actually hit and is able to capitalize off of this. If I were Xhef, I would try to use a little bit less EX moves, a little bit less drive rush, and just try to play this like it's an older game of Street Fighter. One of Geef's specialties post-patch is breaking down your drive gauge, because you want to guard against him because it gives you a little bit more options when he's trying to set up for these nasty SPD setups instead of parrying. And that punish counter SPD on parry is something you do not want to deal with. That's a guard. That's a guard once again. Chef's wake-ups. We saw several times that Xhef had the ability to really seal out a match, but it's these wake-ups and these DIs that keep handing Tin a win.